PB&J.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
Look at the camera.
This is Anika.
This is Grace. And this is PB&J. Yeah!
I think that was the most
I was thinking that too.
like uniform intro we've had.
It's because me and Anika are just
Look at
like,
Link, bro.
we're like just...
Because they even like I think about like the Kimchi Boys. They even tried to plan it and then they flopped so hard on the intro. It was hilarious.
No, I think with Eunice and Nicole too, they planned. I think they took like 2-3 takes,
Yeah.
and the last one
So
was.
it was funny. Good job.
Oh, we got that.
Yo, me.
Yep.
So this time, our kind of, not really. I guess our theme is sort of like we brought 2 college students who are older figures to the youth group, so they can answer some of the questions you guys asked. So I asked like 20 people.
Dang.
Like 10 of them answered.
It's not gonna be 20 questions. Yeah, I was about to say.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, sorry, I cut some out. But
Ooh, your question sucked. Ooh.
The shade.
She cut mine out.
you're not a youth
It just wasn't good enough.
Yeah,
Was it
but-
the taxes one, right?
That was a joke one, but then I had another one that I thought was pretty okay, but it's fine. Whatever.
It was about when do you think it's like when are you ready to move out your apartment?
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's mid. It's mid.
I mean the other one
Not
was
that
really
quality,
good.
you know?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway. So we can just start. I got like 3 starter questions to kind of like warm us up. Okay, so what is the cross, do you think, between high school to college?
Well, I think we have like a kind of a special situation, just because
Oh right.
we graduated online
Oh.
and then went to school online.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I don't think that transition really hit me until like literally this year. I don't know.
Yeah, me
for
too.
you.
Until I actually came to campus, I really didn't
True.
have that transition. But also, there are a lot of kids that like just go like state school and it's like really close and they don't really feel it that much either.
No, I agree, because I would be at Rampo and like me and my friends would go out to eat lunch or something and it'd be in like Hackensack or Fort Lee. I'm like, damn. These are places I've been to and like.
Wow, these are such cool cities.
I don't know, because my friends are like, oh my god, this place is so cute, and we're at Body Baguette. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I had people that like tried to be friends with me at Rutgers. Tried to be friends with me at Rutgers when I was a freshman, and they were like, "Oh, we found out that there's this really cool mall nearby," and they're like, "What are they?" They're this is the phone name. They're like, "Oh, we want to really go to Garden State Plaza," and I was like, "Oh yeah, I mean yeah, GSP's fun." They're like, "Oh, GSP," and they're like,
A lot of my
amazed at
friends-
every turn, and I was like, "Right."
A lot of my roommates were like amazed.
Yeah,
by
they're like,
that
"You
mall.
live next to
Oh,
this?"
wait. Yeah.
Where are they from?
South. They're all South Jersey,
Oh.
and they're like, oh my god, GSP is like amazing, and I'm like, I guess.
Yeah.
we grew up on it.
I suppose.
I guess.
Yeah.
But in terms of like transition, like the cross between, I think what a lot of people feel is like the freedom of not having your parents tell you to do things. Like this is your own will and your own choice that you have to make. But I feel like even that,
It depends on what family.
yeah, you
Like
come
if your parent, I know a couple friends, they're in college and they're still not able to go out the time that they want to, or like they're not
Oh,
able to
really?
make plans freely
really.
without.
Yeah. Oh.
The camera caught what you mouthed. Whoa. Okay.
No, but I
But yeah.
agree. But like just that general independence, I guess. But even what you said, like how your parents are too. I grew up pretty independent, so I feel like going into college, like making my own choices and cooking for myself was like not really a huge transition. I think one of the bigger things that we talk about is like not seeing your friends every day, because at school
Yeah.
you just see everyone.
Like
And
it's like nice when you're in high school to have everyone that like you know like all around you. Like it's really easy to contact friends, and like even if you like don't directly make plans with friends, you still see them every day at like school and things. But once you're at college, you have to like make the plans. Like you have to make the effort
That is
to
so-
meet up with people. and it's like really hard.
Some people do, some people don't.
Yeah.
Don't.
No, I'm just
think we
saying
all
that.
uh,
Just that area just
Alright.
sounds really
I was
great.
gonna say, I mean, it's pretty much the same experience as you guys because basically it's what you experience as soon as you got on campus, obviously. But like, I graduated normally, but then like when I transitioned from as a freshman, I guess the first thing that hit me was literally on my walk to the dining hall, as in like you said, I had to like physically make the choice to go outside and eat food that day
Yeah.
because
It's not.
I
safe.
didn't grow up independent. So some days I just didn't go.
I did that too.
Some days I just starved.
Yo.
So
Some days the dining
no,
hall
some
food
days
is
it's just
not worth it.
not worth it.
To go outside.
Rutgers.
My future.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, but yeah, it's like it was that conscious decision of like, oh, I have to intentionally like go out of my way to actually like do like certain things, like go to class and eat food and
Yeah, that thing.
go to clubs. I literally, when I was a freshman, I was like, okay, I'm gonna join this many things. I wanted to join the acapella group. I wanted to try out for like choir stuff, which I ended up rejecting. I don't remember why.
Okay.
Anyways, and then I wanted to do like different clubs. And I was able to go to all the like, oh, like if you're interested, like our first one. I just never committed to
I did that too though.
ever going back, so I did no clubs.
No, I did that too.
Yeah.
Like you go to the club, the involvement fair, to see all the clubs, and you're like, wow, this is really cool.
Yeah.
And then you give their email for a bunch of them, and then you just don't do anything.
Yeah, I still get emails from them. They're like,
Yeah.
"Welcome back to campus, guys. This week we're gonna be doing." And I was like,
Yeah.
could have been me. No, because okay, so they have like board game clubs and D&D clubs and stuff, and I was like, that's such a big interest of mine. I can make friends there, and then I forgot about the socializing aspect, and I was like, I gotta make friends there, so I stopped.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Second question. How are you managing your spiritual life and college life? Many people have fallouts in college, so what is your tip in not having a fallout?
I think Grace and I will have two different
Oh, really?
experiences.
Okay, yeah, you.
kind of on this. No, because I like actually like left,
Left.
and
Right.
whereas like you like were pretty still like closer than I was, so you got to come back. Like the environment didn't change that much, but for I don't know if that actually really I don't know.
Oh, no, you keep
yeah,
going.
but for me like since I had to like I stayed on campus for most of the semester, and I only came back a couple times. Like I had to actually go out of my way to because it wasn't like routine anymore. Like you have to go out of your way to find a church at Rutgers, you know. Whereas like when you're back home, you're like, oh, like I'm gonna come back to Hope, like that's like obvious. But like also, I never realized how like hard church hopping is. I don't know. I don't know if that was the same experience for you, but no.
I'll share my experience.
Yeah.
Mine's also different from you guys, though.
It's like so daunting to go to a new church, to be honest.
I agree, though. Yeah.
And so like the first semester, I can't say that I had a hard time with my spiritual life because I couldn't find a church to go to at Rutgers that I was like pretty comfortable going to like every week, and because none of my friends. This is a big thing in college. Like in this area, I feel like there are a lot of people that are still pretty Christian. Like if you like grow up in a church, you're like most likely still gonna like contact friends at church. But once you go to like college, there's so many more people that aren't Christian.
Yeah.
And so my entire circle of friends are not Christian at Rutgers. And so it was like really difficult for me to bring up the fact that I was Christian or the fact that I was trying to go church hopping because they like never went
Right.
or like they don't want to and they don't want to hear about it. And so like I would try to do it like myself and I would get like frustrated or like by the fact that I couldn't go anywhere. So there was a lot of talking that I did with like Hope people and like Pastor Christine too. But yeah, you have to make that conscious effort. I think that's like what's important. It's gonna be really difficult.
Yeah, I agree. You had totally different experience.
Yeah.
Because like I would go to school and then come on the weekends and it'd be the same like familiar environment. So it was different in that way that I don't have to church hop or like look for a different community. But in that same sense, like because I don't have that community, there's not really like people my age, just literally John.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I apologize. Sorry, it's just me.
Oh, gosh,
God.
Only John.
If only I was better.
No, but I feel like I still grew a lot by being here and being able to take on that leadership position as a counselor. But also, I did feel very like similar with you with my friends not being Christian, because I feel like there was a lot of like you just can't explain that feeling to them of like I don't know, the vibe or like the spirituality aspect. Like if you talk to them and be like, yeah, I just like I don't want to go to Rampo anymore because I wanted to pursue God or like be more desperate for God, they're gonna be like, what the cheeks you're talking about, bro? Right? They just don't understand the weight of it. And so that was really difficult. And also being like, hey, I'm Christian, and like being scared of the judgment that would come along with it. And like the stereotypes and stuff. So I remember I would always catch myself being like, yeah, I'm Christian, but like not like those extreme Christians. But like there's no like, such I don't know.
You're Christian or you're not Christian.
Right.
And then there's like a genre.
Yeah. Genre people.
Genre Christians.
So I always did catch myself being like, okay, like I don't want to be overtly being like, oh yeah, like God, like talking about how God motivates this, X, Y, and Z. And so it was difficult, but I don't know, I switched my entire environment now because I'm transferring. So that was like one of my bigger reasons to even that.
Yeah, my experience was a little different because basically, okay. Oh, so first of all, I never actually church hopped when I went to Rutgers. So freshman year, because most of my class from youth group, like my grade, we all went to Rutgers. So we were all gonna go church hopping together, right? And PSG actually helped us. He drove to Rutgers to like be like, oh, what about this church? And like so.
I remember that.
So my first ever church that I went to was the church that I stuck with. So for me personally, I never understood church hopping to an extent where I get it, where it's like you want to find like, I don't know how people say like the right church or like the right vibe or whatever it is. For me, I just need to make sure they weren't like, you know, spitting heresy or anything. I was like, these guys are nice and, you know, they're not like lying or anything. They're not worshiping Satan or anything. Like, it's a church. I don't know. I don't know. So I just stuck with the first church I went with, which was Grace Point. And then I guess being able to keep up with it, I guess I also can't relate to the whole my friends weren't Christian because I didn't make friends in college. No. So because I literally went to like the first service of the church I went to, so the first friends I made were from the church, and I kind of just stuck with them. And so for me, the thing that kept me going was more of like the community I ended up like really luckily like just getting on my first try, and I was okay with them. So for me, it really was about community and like them like we're like sticking out for each other and like what's the word? Keeping each other accountable about like Sundays and stuff, and then like in the end like I also ended up helping with like events, and like I became a part of a different team. So like I didn't join a club, but I ended up doing more things in the church, so I was like, it's whatever. But that's why my experience was different.
I don't know, I think like growing up in one church, like when you start visiting other churches to see what they're like, you're like, wow, this is so different.
Oh yeah.
And so 100%. I think it was like that aspect.
You know what was the first thing where I was like churches are different was because I know we used to when I was back in like junior high, but I remember going to like their service for the first time. It's like a decent crowd, right? And then I was in one of the back seats, and then the band started playing, and everyone was clapping. That's when I was like, I forgot about this feeling, because we used to actually do that back when I was like middle schooler, and like the older students like really did it a lot. And so I don't know, and then we never really did it when we were in when I was in high school, and so I was like, I forgot what praise was like. This is different. Like, yeah, like churches ended up being different, and then, I mean, in the end, I did end up still having like, cause like, I didn't really socialize that easily in the beginning, cause I'm introverted. Mm-hmm. So I remember immediately being like, looking at very energetic people and being like, we're not gonna get along.
Oh God.
It's okay. We ended up being like one of the better friends in the coming years, but. Yeah, I mean, having, like, different friends, like, Christian and stuck with me with that church for a while. I think they also went church hopping a little bit, too, from what I remember. I don't remember, though. But, yeah, having them, like, obviously having someone that I knew was also a big help. So it's not like I didn't have friends, but, yeah, I didn't have friends. Yeah.
Three very different experiences.
It's not sad.
Conclusion.
It's
John
not.
did not have any friends.
Just don't get friends.
Yeah.
They're... No, sorry.
We just need like a big caption here.
That's our thumbnail.
Yeah, sorry, that's a lie. Good friends.
Oh yeah, of course. Okay, I'm gonna skip around. Okay, this is, we actually got a lot of love / romantic.
Dude.
Like,
Of course!
And I was like, is this the group
This dang youth group.
All three of us just.
We're so experienced. This is just like last podcast. I'd love to talk about this topic that I have no experience in.
I just feel like I've spoke to them. I know which ones. I spoke to them about dating all the time, but I don't know what they want to hear. They probably just want to hear, yeah, I wish I dated back in high school when I didn't know anything.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I was about to say a term, but I don't know if I was going to say it correctly. So I'm not. I won't.
Okay.
Never mind. Something about a bag? I don't know.
Get that bag?
Maybe.
Oh, okay.
I was going to say it, but I was going to say catch the bag or something.
Catch the bag? Yeah, catch that bag.
I don't know. That sounds right.
Yeah, you're doing great. You're doing great.
Anyways, what are the questions?
Okay,
Go for it.
I'll ask this. What's the best relationship advice you would give to someone who is getting into their first relationship?
Wait, we all...
Yeah.
We all know.
Never mind. Never mind.
Maybe from like, just hearing.
Oh, okay.
First relationship? This is assuming that they're high school or middle schoolers.
Yeah, I think one big thing I saw amongst my friends was dating them because they like you. If that makes sense. Mm-hmm. They're like, oh, okay, this person likes me, and I don't think I don't see a possibility where someone else can like me, so I'm gonna, like, get into the relationship because this is the only person I ever see liking me. If that makes sense. It's
like the thing that you liked about him was that he liked you.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. So it's like, I don't hate him. Yeah, that's good.
So I would say, like, the biggest advice I would give is, like, to... it's so cliche, but it's just so true because it's like you really don't know the weight of it until you experience it yourself, but you truly need to know who you are as a person, what your likes, dislikes are, what your standards are, how you need to be treated, how you needed to be communicated to, or how you communicate to other people, and you need to know that aspect. It's a lot of burden before you go into your first relationship, but if you want your first relationship to really see it through, that's some things that you need to know for yourself to see if this person is someone that you, number one, like because this person is them, and number two, if, like, you guys are compatible in that way, and if, number three, that person is bringing you towards growth and, like, like, with you, not just for you or just, like, by themselves. So there's a lot. So that's why it's like, I don't know. Relationship is just...
All aspects that high schoolers think about.
Sorry.
No, I'm saying. That's why, for me personally, like, okay, I've never been in a relationship. But the... Sorry.
The gas.
I know, crazy. But, I don't know. For me, I've already said this to, like, some of the youth group. But for me personally, I just... don't think it's worth having if you're not mentally mature enough to like you said, to see through it, like to like have, if you want your first relationship, assuming you want your first relationship to be a very meaningful one and like a serious one, not just like people who are like, I don't know, like I love flings or whatever kind of thing. Like, I just don't think high schoolers, or at least I've never met a high schooler that has the mental maturity to have a serious one. So I really, unless you're okay with the expectation of it's not gonna probably turn out that well, unless you're like, it's like a miraculous thing, because I know people.
Yeah.
I just don't think it's worth it.
Yeah. And I think oftentimes it's like decisions based on like, I have a lot of things I'm insecure about, and I have a lot of aspects of my life where I need to find worth, and I see this person completing me in that way, and I think that is just not a sustainable relationship.
Yeah.
Even if it lasts years and years and years, because I've seen that before with my friends, like they have been able to fulfill each other's like needs or like worths with each other, but it always burns out and it like dies out. Yeah.
Anika?
Sorry, it's just everything y'all say are correct. You know, it's correct. I never personally felt like the rush. Like I know like a lot of my peers like did feel
Peers?
my friends like felt like they needed to like be in a relationship in high school in order to like have a sense of what it was like in college. But like if I didn't, for me it's that if I don't like them more than my friends, then like I'm not going to bother.
Interesting.
That's a good.
Yeah, because I mean like sometimes they start out with like as a friend, that's fine. But for me it's like you have to really like the way that people describe like how they like someone when they are in a relationship is that like, oh, you just want to like talk to them every day, like even if you're tired, like, you know, no, I know people that have said this, but like I've never like felt it like that. And if unless I have that type of feeling where like I really want to like be with them like all the time or something like that, then I'm not going to like just test it out with them just because I want to. Like I kept my boundary like that. So I think like making sure to like have those boundaries is important. And for me, it's like if it's advice that you wouldn't give to your friend, then why give it to yourself? It's also like that too. Like holding yourself to that standard. So
Okay, Anika.
She was silent this whole time to drop that type of bomb on her.
Oh, just nuggets of wisdom right here. Oh my god.
No, like everything they say is correct though. I think everyone takes a different approach, but like just making sure that like you're ready and like you're not.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing.
Yeah,
honestly.
you're not rushing yourself, like forcing yourself to do it because everyone else is doing it.
Yeah.
Because people want to have like at least that first relationship because they feel such an importance of it, I guess, but it's not important. It's not important.
Right. That's the thing
But-
that I wanted to emphasize. That it's like at the end of the day, like it's not like the message is like, oh, don't date, but like make sure you are self-aware beforehand. And I don't think a lot of our youth group students have
The quick.
like just not yet. And
Yeah.
it's okay because I didn't have any type of self-awareness when I was their age too, and I totally understand. Like I was definitely like crushing on this person because they made me feel some type of self-worth from them giving me attention. But at the end of the day, if I dated them or they were like, oh, I like you, and I got in a relationship, I knew it would have been 100% like like I would not be the person I am right now.
I think a little bit going off of that, my question sort of is like, what do you think is like necessary for like, what is something you need in a guy or a girl?
What do I need?
Yeah, because I feel like
standards.
Standards, huh?
Yeah, what are your standards?
Good topic.
I think I.
So.
Do you wanna go first?
Yeah,
What are
who
your
wants to?
standards?
I would say probably like being emotionally intelligent. Like being
Yeah,
able,
that's
one,
the
that's a
first
good
thing
one.
that came to
yeah,
mind.
being able to like be vulnerable with you, or like you don't have to like put up fronts with them, and like they're honest about it.
Yeah, I think I was while we were getting Chipotle, I said this in the car that like I think my standard is that like I shouldn't have to be asking someone to care about me. If that makes sense. I shouldn't have to ask someone to love me. Like that's something that should be their own choice, and that they should be actively giving me that effort and wanting to communicate with me, wanting to be like vulnerable with me, wanting to process things with me. So I think at the end of the day, it's really the emotional intelligence, like how they process things, it can be completely different from my process, but I wanted someone to also be at that level and for us to be able to grow together in that process, for me to learn something from them, for them to learn something from me, and for us to have the right priorities in mind together. Also, putting Jesus first.
Yeah.
Amen.
Whoa.
Jesus,
That's
always the right
crazy.
answer.
That's crazy.
What do you look for in a relationship? Jesus.
I'm a man.
It's
Yeah.
gotta be this, you know.
It's gotta
It's
be.
that top.
Yeah, because I feel like even if two Christians get together, like if Jesus isn't their like number one in their heart, like it can get really, that dynamic, if you idolize each other, it can get really unhealthy and burn you out very quickly. And so that, I think that's something I really, really look in a guy to, if they have their relationship with God sorted out, and like if they have that emotional intimacy with God, and if they have emotional intimacy with other people, like friends. Because if they don't, if they don't have friends, I don't know if they have
Oh,
the
that was the
capacity.
red flags last time.
If they don't have friends and have that intimacy with other people, then I don't know how they could possibly have that intimacy with a girlfriend or a boyfriend.
I'll take notes.
You have friends?
You have friends?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Here.
Yes. That's why I said yeah.
Yeah. We're
Okay.
friends.
Just a little hesitant.
I see how it is. That's fine.
What are your guys' standards? Mr.
I was trying to-
Mr.
I was trying to-
Host. I know you're trying to slip out of it, right?
Ah.
Yeah.
Were you about to move on to the next question?
No.
Dang it! You look like you're about to like scroll down for the next question. Okay, anyways.
No.
No, we're
thinking
taking
about
our time, John.
Yeah. Okay. No.
This was
Okay.
before, so.
Because we've talked about this.
Mm-mm-mm.
I'm still not 100% sure. Because, okay, so I still am not that understanding of myself in terms of what I want from someone and my standards, right? But I do agree with certain points that you guys said in terms of, I think a really big one that I can think of is the honesty aspect. And like, I mean, I feel like that's a basic though, but I guess maybe not, I don't know. For some people. But I guess more importantly, like, not having to like put up a front or like a really like exaggerated like impression in front of the person you like, kind of thing. Because I do know a lot of people try to like, oh, because it's the person they like, they don't want to show only like the best side of themselves and like sort of, or even like a more twisted, better side of themselves, like in front of the person they like at all times. But I just, if you want to be in a relationship with that person, then they're, hopefully if it's a good relationship, they're going to find out eventually, which just kind of twists the whole dynamic of that relationship, because then it's like, where was that person? Is that person like? So I feel like just upfront, I think there's friendship and in a relationship, but like I just feel like people shouldn't feel that pressure, even if you do like really want to impress the person, that you should still try to do your best to be like upfront, like obviously be a good person, but like no, don't be so extra. I don't know. Basically that, among so many others standards I have.
Yeah.
But I don't wanna droll. So, John?
Oh, me?
Standards? Yeah.
Oh,
You haven't answered any yet.
No, yeah. I think it's just someone who's willing to communicate with you, and I just don't have to drag answers out of them. Like, if I'm the one that has to be like, oh, so how do you feel about this? Or like, oh, do you feel the same way I do? Like, I feel like they should just talk to me about it first and initiate that conversation. Because I feel like a lot of times I have to like initiate the conversation.
Initiation, that's a huge one.
Yeah.
Like someone initiating.
Yeah, like the thought that like they're trying and they're trying to work hard for this relationship to work out, and it's just not me. That's like, I think that's like my biggest fear. Like, I don't know if this should be a fear, but like that I'm the only one that's like trying in this relationship, and that like I'm working towards nothing, and I'm wasting my time in this relationship. Because I think that's my biggest fear when getting into a relationship is like, I'm gonna waste time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, even like that's why I don't watch That's why I watch the ending in movies too first. Because if the girl
That's disgusting though.
Jenna!
then I'm wasting my time.
She's one of those people that like scrolls to the end and is like, was that a good ending?
No,
was that
like-
worth me investing my time
You
into?
need to see
Listen to her.
Time is money.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, but then
no.
would you say
Movies
that,
is a
like,
different thing though.
friends that you don't have good relationships like with now that you wasted your time with them?
Well, okay, I think that's a little different because I feel like I invest my time in a relationship more sometimes than. Because then
It's not that different from our friendship.
No.
but like, I think it is.
Because I feel like I had a lot of friendships end, and I invested a lot of time in that friendship, but it ended, and I learned a lot of things about myself and how I handle friendships as well. So, I don't know. I don't know if it's that different, Miss Jenna.
Okay, but then okay, so what if I got into a relationship, it ended badly, but like I just grew in a bad way from it.
Like what?
Like
Like you start cheating?
yeah, like because there are a lot
I'll
of
never
like
date again.
I don't know if you guys. Oh, I don't. They probably don't watch it. But in Hot to Handle, a lot of them get into relationships and they get cheated on. A lot of them are like, the reason why they're like doing like flings and stuff is because they got hurt. So they got into a relationship and they got hurt in a bad way.
Right, but I don't know. But it's because you need to develop that like maturity that you will eventually get and develop. Is that like the reason they were hurt, and then as a result their action was to like just have flings, not develop anything else because their fear of intimacy, right? Because they've been hurt before, they put all their trust into something and it broke. But it's also the healing that like you need to receive, and also okay, I felt abandoned at this time and I felt like I put a lot of trust and I don't know if I can put trust again. But also being able to like overcome it and not associate your past with your future, and being able to throw yourself back out there again and being vulnerable is a step of growth that you can eventually get to. I'm sure those people who do like sleep around or like fling whatever because they're hurt will eventually get to that point of where it's like, okay, this is like not sustainable right now, and this is like, why am I doing this? And then they'll get to the root of it and they'll process, they'll heal, and get to eventually a point where they are able to be vulnerable again, able to trust again. So I think even if it is a bad like reaction after a relationship, you'll eventually come back to it, like to come back to like healing and being vulnerable again. I don't know. I don't know.
That's a good answer. Yeah.
Wow.
But I'm still gonna watch the ending to my movies first.
I don't know.
So
No.
annoying. No, I hate that.
I wouldn't watch movies with you.
Yeah, honestly.
No, I would do it by myself. I would do it first and
By
Yeah, exactly. You'll be like, oh, it's good. Trust me.
You're the type to, like,
I know how
spoil
it
the
is.
movie before you watch it.
Yosef spoiled Spider-Man, and I told him to, for me, and then I watched it.
But
in the
like you don't
theaters.
wait for the
But, like,
anticipation
the
of what's gonna happen.
journey, man.
I'm saying movies are a completely different matter. It's not just like wasting time.
Like you have to
know?
understand the weight of that decision at the end. Like what?
Are we talking about movies or relationships?
Yeah.
Yeah, we are.
Like
what?
there's a lot of like
the weight of the.
ups and downs and like how it develops their character in the movie, and you have to see like why they made that decision at the end.
Yeah, the idea of the movie is to take the journey with them. If you just skip to the end and be like, oh man, was this a good character? Is like completely disregards the whole point.
I'm still watching the movie. I just know what's happening.
Oh.
Yeah, where's the fun in that?
I have fun.
You don't take the journey with the character.
Okay.
So
okay.
next question.
okay. Moving on.
No, we're not.
Okay.
This is absurd.
We're not stopping this podcast until you change your mind.
Okay. Okay. The last question I think I'm gonna ask is a deep question.
Last already?
No, it's actually been like 30 minutes and over. Actually, shall I ask 2 more questions?
Up to you.
Dang, we
always
talk
say
a lot.
that.
No, as in like,
We talk a lot.
who's gonna watch, but like the time limit.
Yeah.
There's never
I
been.
better see Yejun right here.
No, he's always here.
He was like, I'm especially not gonna watch this one because you're in it, Grace. I was like,
No.
The shade.
He's our
Yeah,
biggest
I do.
fan. I know this for a fact.
Secretly, he has like merch on right now with a light stick.
What merch?
He made his own merch.
Fan-made merch.
He made the merch.
You can do 2 more. Like there's no time limit.
Honestly, our podcasts are usually for the guests, so.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's for us.
Yeah.
Good conversations.
Yeah.
Just do 2 more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, if you could have it your way, who would you be with, where would you be, and what would you be doing?
Right now.
Wait, say the 3 again.
Okay, I'll just say it as we go. Who would you be with? Like, if you could have it your way, who would you be with?
If you could have it your way, and like time doesn't matter or anything, like nothing matters. I think I'd just be a child again with my family.
No, like,
no,
who would you be with? Like, relationship-wise.
I'm just a child with my relationship wise. I was thinking like just people around me.
No, like,
Who would I be with?
and if you don't know, like, a specific person, just be like,
You got any like dreams of like?
Like,
It'd be nice if he.
was mature.
I think it always comes down to a rich guy.
Great.
No.
That's a nice cherry on
I
top.
mean,
Jesus first.
no,
someone-
but it would be nice.
Yeah.
So someone who puts Jesus first, but is also a billionaire,
Mm.
multi-billionaire.
Oh, of course.
Of course, of course.
Family man.
Family man who supports my dreams and is
That.
able to enable them because he has
That.
billions of dollars. But money's not everything.
Money's not
Correct.
everything.
Money is not everything.
Yeah, so
But money helps.
But
but money does enable a lot of things.
it's a nice factor.
So that would be a man I would be with.
I was gonna say I've been thinking about like this a little bit lately, but in terms of like the dynamic, like let's say like once you get married, like that dynamic, I think I would be extremely comfortable as a house husband.
I think you said that a lot.
Right?
Like,
I guess
you
yeah.
just wanna be
So
home
like the
cooking.
wife was just the breadwinner, and she was success. I think I want to marry a girl boss.
Oh, I'm so glad you came to that
Strong
conclusion.
independent woman, girl boss.
Just the girl boss.
And
Go for it, Jen.
can provide for me. No.
Can't be my mother.
No, I just feel like I don't know, like, cause I enjoy certain things that like you could just do at the household, and then I have like because my certain aspirations right now are very unpredictable, whether I'll be successful or not, and so not like because I do want to pursue it, but then like in the end, if it ends up being like I'm still trying to pursue that and I'm getting married. I don't have an income, and then I won't be able to like provide for a family. So it'd be nice if like
The wife.
if I had it my way, yeah. If the wife was successful.
Like Pastor Sarah being able to like dabble in all her activities, like all the things that she wants to try. Like
Yeah,
that.
Marry the lawyer.
That's my dream, man.
yeah. She married the lawyer, and then that just reversed that. I want to be Pastor Sarah. Basically,
I think everyone thought that at that moment.
Everyone thought the reaction was crazy. Anyways.
Yeah, a lawyer?
Ooh.
That's what I'm saying, like, money enables a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not the most important factor.
It is not. Jesus is.
Jesus is.
Of course,
Jesus.
Of course, we cannot forget.
Oh yeah, but at the same time, not when I say like breadwinner, but like, I don't want someone who's like married to their job either. Like,
True.
where the job isn't their life. So.
Their entire identity.
Yeah, basically.
I agree.
What was the other part of that? Because that's just the first part, right?
Yeah, there's 3 parts to it. Then where would you be?
Man, I want to go to, like, Finland, Switzerland.
Yeah, I just want to.
I don't want to be
this.
here.
Like,
I don't know. I think I just want
live there?
Yeah.
Finland?
Yeah, somewhere, like, honestly, with the current events going on, which I will not get into, I just feel like America's just not really the
The
Not
vibe.
it.
Yeah.
It's not the vibe.
Honestly, I say that, but I'm probably gonna end up here for the rest of my life. But I do eventually like want to live abroad for a while.
I felt that. I don't know. Like you said, I'm probably gonna be an American my whole life, but like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I never know where I want to be. Right now, I'm most likely I'm like probably just stick with.
New Milford.
Yeah, not my town. It's a nice town, but it's like New Jersey.
New Jersey? I do want to travel.
Yeah, 100%.
Definitely.
Yeah, I was thinking too realistic. I was like, it's wherever my job takes me, no?
Oh, really?
Yeah, because as long, I don't know as long, but like, I feel like it's wherever, like, I feel like wherever my job takes me, I know, like, God will be there with me. So it's kind of like, I'll trust. And, like, also gain experience work-wise and hopefully make bank.
Hopefully.
No.
That sounds...
That's true.
I think that's why I kind of, like the idea of a business major, because I know, like, usually you do travel around. And I feel like I'll just get out of my comfort zone a lot, so.
I want to travel.
You're a business major.
That's what I'm trying to do.
What was that?
Project management.
No, I just didn't know. I
She's a
forgot.
business major. Ooh.
Ooh. Oh, I'm scared. Anyways, the last part was, what would you be doing?
Man, I honestly, like,
What would I be doing?
I don't know. Grace and I are just stuck in majors that we don't even know if we want to do.
Really?
No. No.
Oh, you love nursing.
No, honestly, I've gained a passion for it as it went.
As it went.
Yeah, definitely at first, like, spring semester of my freshman year, I was, like, so convinced I was going to be a poli-sci major.
Oh my God, I
I was like,
remember
yo,
that.
I'm going to switch.
Oh.
I'm going to switch, like, I'm done with this nursing thing. But honestly, like, I'm really glad I stuck with it. But definitely, like, I feel like I am loving nursing because it'll, again, enabled me to dabble in hobbies that are more risk-taking. Like, I really like art, but, like, that's not, I just don't think I have the burning, dying passion to, like, really pursue it and be able to be okay with the risks. So, in a dream world, I would be in a nice house with my little studio, making art, and, I don't know, going swimming or something. Something active. To the gym.
Surfing.
Oh,
That's both.
yeah. Stuff like that, I don't know.
What would I be doing? Is that the question? I don't know. Hopefully something I enjoy.
Which
What-
is...
I don't know. I just
Making
like
music, Anika.
staying at home.
You also want to stay at home.
Oh yeah. No, but I like don't want to be a housewife. But I just I
You
like
just want to bum.
like
You want to stay at home, but you don't want to put the work in?
yeah.
Like, obviously dream world, yeah, of course, but...
For sure.
I don't know. What would I be doing?
Make music.
Making music. I don't even have the passion for that.
Oh, my bad. Yeah.
I don't know. I think I like picking up new hobbies and then just giving them up. Which is like
When you
bad.
find out that you're not like
Not-
a genius.
not, like, really good at it.
Oh, yeah, I do those.
Drop it.
I'm not a prodigy.
That's how it is.
Exactly.
I won't make the article.
No,
The
exactly.
headlines.
Like, why did God give me a talent that I was so amazing at that I could shock the world?
Exactly. Oh my gosh, yeah.
That I could just profit off of as well.
Exactly.
But
Dang.
I mean, I'm sure there's a reason.
Of course.
I'm sure.
Of course.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Sorry.
No, it's fine.
What would I be doing?
House husband.
Cooking.
No, in an optimal world, because the house husband is my safety.
Oh.
Because I was saying, because of the unpredictable career path choices I want to make, in an ideal world, that wouldn't be unpredictable, and I luckily like made a lot of connections or whatever the happenstance is, and then probably just like a lot of like, I don't know, I guess the one thing I think of right now, I just want to do a lot of like voice acting, and not even like anything specific, like literally like radios, commercials, audiobooks, that kind of stuff sounds really fun. But then even that, like, because in the end, a voice actor does more than voice acting. Like, they also end up doing like directing stuff or producing stuff. So like, just if I can like just have like have my feet in like the entertainment industry in general. That would be ideal. Yeah.
I think the difference is that I just don't have a burning passion to do anything, or like a passion like that. Where I was like, wow, I really want to do this for my job. Like, I've never had that.
Right.
But also, I don't think like the job that I want is going to like define me anyways. So whatever I go for, like I'll always find things to do. Like I'll always find things that I'll want to do. So like even if that changes throughout my life.
Yeah.
So
That's basically the way I see it. There's like two good ways of thought. Like thinking about like your career for the rest of your life. It's either like you do it, you get a career that like you really enjoy to the point where it doesn't feel like your career, and then you can like just excel in it and like whatever, just be happy because it is like 80% of your life. Or because you don't have like, you really don't care what your job is because you'll have hobbies, you'll have other things outside of it, and then you'll be happy in that percentage of your life. I think either way is valid. I choose the have a fun job one.
I also have a sibling that is planning to go to the military. So when he grows up, if I decide I don't want to do nursing anymore, I can always mooch off of his benefits. Why not? Family.
Dude, yeah.
I raised you.
He owes you.
Exactly.
Nuna, get your own job. Nuna, you need to pay rent.
I can't imagine Raymond's.
Oh, Raymond.
Imagine Raymond as an
okay.
adult.
I'm
That's
sure
crazy.
we'll figure something out.
An arrangement.
Some sort of contract deal.
We'll figure it out. But I'm sure that he has the goodness in his heart to let me just stay.
Of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be all good. Life will figure itself out.
You're right.
Of course.
Of course. Always trust God.
Right.
Amen.
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 Okay. I think the last question I kind of want to ask is, it's gonna be weird if I just say this, but whatever. What's been keeping you sane lately?
Why'd you laugh?
No, earlier Anika pointed to this question. She's like, "Yo, nothing."
Please.
Oh,
this class has me spiraling into insanity.
Oh, your summer class?
Yeah, it's just.
Your path of farm?
Yeah, patho
I
farms.
just love it so much, right?
Love path farms.
Path farms?
Farm pathing?
Yeah.
Like agriculture? Like
Yeah.
tilling the soil? Yeah. I
Yeah,
love
there's
that.
like a specific path you have to
Love
make.
that stuff.
Yeah.
It's like an art.
Destination.
Okay, anyways.
I don't know, Grace, do you have a better answer?
What's been keeping me sane?
Man, I just. I think what's keeping me sane is honestly God and other people.
Well, that was my answer,
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not at the point where I'm going insane, but I'm bordering it.
It's close.
You're getting
I can
there.
feel it.
I can feel it creeping up against me. But I do journal a lot, and so I turn that into prayers too. Sometimes God answers them, sometimes He doesn't. But just like those little like realizations through the day, I'm like, oh, this is the plan. Oh, this is why. Oh, okay. It's like, okay, like I think the constant reassurance that I'm exactly where I need to be, and the exact situations that need to happen for me to be a certain way or be prepared for a certain thing in the future. It's how I cope.
Grace, today I think I've just been realizing how similar we actually are.
Oh.
Cause like the anagrams and like the MBTIs, and I do that too. I journal, and then while I'm journaling, I write a prayer, and then I think about all my other prayers. This is creeping me out a bit.
No, me neither, no.
I don't know, I don't go the extra step of writing the journal. I just think it in my head.
It's kind of like ranting to yourself.
Yeah, it's ranting to yourself.
I rant it in my head. I'll do it in a room by myself. I'll do it to a friend, but I won't write it out. And yeah, I like I cope by detaching,
Oh.
which is not that healthy.
Oh
I
my
would
gosh.
agree.
Mm.
But we're getting there. The sanity is here.
Mm-hmm. Or sometimes I like channel it onto like breakup songs. I've never broken up in my entire life, but sometimes like their anger makes me feel like
No.
anger or like sad, and I'm like singing it, and it feels really great.
No
You're
wonder
just
you've been
such
asking me to
an
go to
empath.
karaoke.
No, sometimes I just like I'm like dang, like my head hurts. I've been on TikTok too long. Like I'm so bored, and so I just go to my playlist and I play just a bunch of songs and I toss it on my bed and I just start like singing in my room.
I don't
Just me. No.
Wow.
I play uplifting songs.
Oh
Not
really?
sad songs when I to like
Not
make
like
me feel
not like sad songs, but like sad angry songs.
Yeah, but I don't listen to sad angry songs when I'm angry. I
Okay.
listen to more uplifting songs.
Oh,
Oh, different.
yeah. It's okay.
I just sleep.
Oh, you
That
see?
too.
Yeah,
Sleep is good.
I just cry myself to sleep. I
No,
think
but
it's just the way
sometimes
to
if
go.
you're like so stressed
Yeah.
out, I think like
Promise
for
I'll just
me,
sleep.
like if I'm so stressed out, I can't sleep. I
Oh.
get insomnia.
Oh.
I think I watch like sad videos and it triggers something and then I cry a little bit and then it like the swollen eyes make you fall asleep. I know what you mean. What? No, because it's like okay, now I cried and now my eyes are swollen. And
like you're exhausted from
yeah,
crying.
you're exhausted. You
think-
like finally.
Jeez, how
I
hard
think
do you guys
let it-
cry? You're exhausted?
I think we need
Yeah.
to switch spots right now. Like
Yo.
No, but
Jenna
I realize how
and
similar
Grace.
you are actually to Josh now that I think about it.
me and Josh.
Yeah, because he can't sleep either when
Should
he's
I
like
feel good about that?
No.
No,
No.
stressed. And then he can't sleep either. He has like I told him I think he have insomnia.
Probably.
Okay, it's okay. There's, you can recover.
There's a will, there's a way.
But yeah, what's keeping me sane?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think this answer applies to me that well because I would never say I've ever been close to insane, so.
Really?
No one's ever.
I don't think
heard
I'm like close to insane. I
I'm-
just don't think about it.
I'm pretty
Really?
lackadaisical, so.
Oh, good word.
Academia.
Lackadaisical?
It's
Relaxed.
Like you're
Oh,
like
okay.
yeah.
Easygoing.
Lackadaisical.
Like, obviously, I've had, like, stresses here and there, but in the end, like, as I think about it, I know it's fine.
Really?
That,
You've never...
I feel like that's at the end though. That's never like
Like, at the end of, like, the stresses, like, the
Yeah.
problem itself has passed.
yeah.
No.
Or like at the not like even like before the problem has passed like
Mm.
like you're like nearing towards the end and that's when I kind of feel it, but while I'm like
Mm.
starting to go through it, it's still fresh.
Mm.
I don't know. I just
Really? You just like never like...
never had that many concerns.
Just never cried the entire day or anything?
No, actually never did
Entire
that.
day?
Really?
No.
Yo,
No, I
whoa.
No.
I was like, because you guys were talking about like what music you listen to like relax or like let it out, but I just listen to like
Piano.
calm, like relaxing
When you're
instrumentals.
stressed,
But I don't really get that stress. So I was just talking about what I listen to.
I think it's like a mix of both for me.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't think I have an answer to this one. So.
I used to think of it like that, like oh, like it doesn't stress me out. But then I realized it's probably just being suppressed.
No, probably. But like I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten there yet.
So I feel like
I've kind of gotten
it's
there.
more of a matter of trying to unpack it.
Yeah, John. Unpack your...
I've unpacked it.
Are you sure?
A little bit.
A little bit.
Start unpacking the rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot more boxes
We'll
left.
get there. No, but I did always have that. Not like you're wrong. Like I do have stuff to unpack. That's 100%. But I did. I don't know when it started, but I always just had. Just that don't worry about it kind of philosophy. Maybe like I don't know. I feel like it was more prominent like. In the middle of my high school, honestly, probably earlier. Not like don't care about anything, but like a lot of problems I feel like people tend to like blow out of proportion. And I don't know, because I'm like, oh man, how endangered am I if I think about this problem and how it'll affect me like 5-10 years later. And it's like most of the situations where I felt like I was about to be stressed, I'm like I look back at it now because it's been like maybe like it's been over 4 years since I was in high school.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, oh yeah, 100%. It hasn't affected me at all. So.
Mm-hmm.
So I've had that. I've had a lot of friends like tell me to shut up because I always tell them that, but you know, I think it's true to an extent.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's easy to think of that for things that you're going through, but if it's things
Yeah,
that other
yeah.
people go through and then they confide in you and that
Oh,
you,
yeah.
those
Yeah.
things
We just
get
had a conversation about that.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I just feel like sometimes like it's good to be stressed sometimes, just to be able to be aware of how you react to stressful reactions and then how you process and unpack it and how you're able to change it up for the next time you're stressed or what makes you even stressed to begin with. Like what are some of the triggers that you have? What are pressing those buttons and what is it coming down to? Is for me, like, yeah, there were a lot of times where I was stressed, but like it was because I didn't know where the heck it was coming from. And just slowly unpacking and being more aware of it has helped me navigate what will stress me out and how I need to prevent it or how I need to be prepared for it.
My stomach, right?
Yeah.
Oh, your stomach?
Yeah.
You
No, yeah, I definitely agree with that.
Oh.
Yeah.
There's no.
Yeah, my stomach was agreeing with you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Is that the last question?
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm pretty sure we have been over 50 minutes.
Nice.
It's fun.
It's good, productive conversation.
Yeah. I'm not worried about the time. I'm just saying that it feels really short, but
Oh yeah.
It does. It really does.
It always feels short.
Yeah. That's why I like doing the podcast. You should continue it with someone.
I'm kind of planning to.
Yeah. I was thinking honestly.
John plan?
Oh wait, I
Yo!
I was actually gonna have a.
I'm a changed man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, about the future of film crew.
Hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's sad. End of an era.
Yeah, I mean there'll be someone better. And now John's gonna start planning things, right?
Being productive.
I'm telling you, do you want me to share my calendar?
I don't know better. It'll be different.
I'm sure he'll find his own way
To
of
manage-
like planning stuff.
Yeah,
That'll work for him.
I won't have to remind you who's the guest, when's the podcast, even though it's the day of the podcast.
I'll cut this part out.
Of course. And like when we're gonna do things. And especially when it's either the next day or like, yeah.
So this is when you listen
There's a-
in love.
Yes,
There's a lot
I'm
of
listening.
pent up
Mm-hmm.
emotions.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I wasted my whole spring break over the kimchi boys.
Jenna, he's very appreciative of that.
I am.
honestly.
No, I'm very
appreciative.
appreciative of you too.
sorry.
No, I wasn't sarcastic.
So sorry.
Woo!
No, I really am. Yeah. Because I don't handle the editing and stuff, so.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
We both do our parts. That's how we work. It's just gonna be a little different next time
Oh.
with your partner.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow, when is this podcast ending with you?
This is the last. There's like 3 more. There's one on the 10th, 31st, I think 14th.
Damn.
3 more.
3 more left, and I've. Bye.
Yep. Mhm.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Okay. That's the end.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Oh,
we
here's
need
your
to do the outro.
I almost
really-
forgot, John.
John, when are you ever going to say the outro?
What
He
do you
does
mean?
say the outro, but he doesn't say
Like
the last line.
have a bite of this peanut butter jelly sandwich.
You wanna say this line?
The stutter.
I really
Can you
don't want to.
cooperate?
Can you?
Maybe the last podcast you'll do it, right?
We'll see.
Please, for general meeting. Come on.
We'll see. We'll see.
Okay. Okay, so you just go, this was blank. You just say your name.
Oh, so like kind of the intro.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
This was Grace.
This was Anika.
This was John.
And this was Jenna, hoping you enjoyed taking a bite of this peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Bye!
Bye.
Oh.
Yeah. Bye to the camera.
Yeah.
That was